I love my New York Giants, hosted by yours truly, Hall of Fame worthy. This is Giants Corner. I'm not no analyst or anything like that, but I love my New York Giants, so we're gonna talk about them. Week 7, wow. Another disappointing week, or effort, should I say, put forth by the New York Giants. You can tell my energy is not there. It's just not there right now. And it's just watching this team and watching the up and down motions that they go through these first 7 games. It had good times, a lot of more bad times than good times, should I say. With that being said, let's get into week 7. Barkley's return to MetLife Stadium. I thought it was going to be, our defense was playing lights out as far as dealing against the run, sacking the quarterback, things like that. Not lights out completely where they were stopping people from scoring, but they usually, for the most part, hold teams under 21 points or to 21 points. Today they gave up 28. Saquon Barkley's return to MetLife Stadium was it's to show our GM what he missed out on and what he let go. And it's fitting for Saquon Barkley to have that type of performance. And he didn't score 3 touchdowns. He had more offensive yards than we had as a whole total team. By himself, he had By himself, he had 176 yards. Our offense, Daniel Jones didn't get past 99. Our total yards added up to 119 to Saquon's 175 just on the ground. I think they gave him an extra yard or so or in the passing game. But just that alone is insane. DJ, the offensive line without Thomas, gave up 8 sacks. DJ was sacked 8 times today. Really couldn't get anything off. He was running for his life the whole time, the whole game. Passes, dropped passes. He hit Wandell, and Wandell, like for the last past games, dropped the ball, was second in drop passes. It's incredible. There's not much DJ can do when, like, they were in the backfield. I don't even know. It was a defensive game at first. They was just in the backfield. Like, the Eagles was just like playing like they was playing running back to look like they was on our team. So you might say. DJ did almost throw a touchdown, but the rookie tight end got called for offensive pass interference, where on a 4th down play, on the other side for the Eagles, wide receiver number 11, Brown, kind of pushed off on his touchdown play, but they didn't call that. But the rookie, he did swing his arm a little bit and kind of push him. Do you throw a flag at that moment? Tough. But that was almost DJ's first home touchdown pass in almost 2 years. Wiped away, just like that. But I don't even want to say much about what went on during the game, because we all know what went on during the game. What I want to talk about is the owner didn't want to let Saquon go. The GM pushed for that. The only reason why Daniel Jones looked the way he looked in the past years, when he did get a chance to play and he played good, is because Saquon was there. Saquon provided the Giants with a superstar. He was our only offense, as you know, as you saw today. He was a big part of that offense. He was our most popular player, as the owner said. The owner said, John Mara, I will have a hard time sleeping if Saquon goes to play for the Philadelphia Eagles, which he is playing for. Came in here and showed our GM Joe what you let go. And this game and this loss, I'm putting on Joe. There's no way you let something like that go. He's been playing for us for 6 years. Those 6 years, he gave his all. He played behind an awful offensive line and was getting beat up all the time. And he still gave it his all. So when it's time to give your star player the money, why don't you pay him? Joe, why you didn't pay him? And if we had him today, this would have been a different looking team. Maybe we would have been 5-2. Understand Jones is not that good of a quarterback, but when you had SAQUAN back there, Jones looked at all right, but they gave Jones an advantage. The defense ain't trying to stop me, they trying to stop our running back. So passing lanes opened up like crazy when you had Barkley back there. Joe, this week 7 is on you. You're going on the cover of this, and I don't know if I doubt Coach had anything to do with it, but you are on record saying there's no way $40 million a year quarterback is going to hand the ball off to what did Saquon want? $12, $13 million a year? And you couldn't give that to him after what he meant to the Giants, what he meant to us, what he meant to our franchise. You couldn't give him what he asked for. He only stayed hurt because of our offensive line. Our offensive line couldn't open up run holes. He had to always skip to the outside. Even today, he was going to the outside, what he normally does. Them holes that opened up in the middle for Saquon, he hit them and he was gone. Just showing us. This is what he said it in the press conference, or like talking to the lady after the game. I'm not here to show them what they missed. Yeah, you was. And it's fitting that he has that type of performance that he had. 175 rushing yards. DJ was sacked 8 times. DJ couldn't get a pass off. Offensive line kind of crazy. Defense did show up for the most part. They let some big plays go to Saquon. They couldn't do much. I turned off the game, turned it back on. Couldn't watch. I couldn't really watch that. It was that awful. And being that I'm Hall of Fame worthy, I love my New York Giants. If I turn off the Giants game, it's getting pretty bad. I usually could watch the whole game and deal with it. I've been dealing with it for years. And Giants fans as a whole has been dealing with this for years. And Joe, the GM Joe, because I ain't even going to say your whole name, man, because I'm not pissed. The GM, you lost us that game today. It wasn't like, yeah, the offensive line played. Andrew Thomas is gone. The offensive line was letting through everybody like it was a turnstile and on the train, and it was a free ride. They was letting them through. I understand that. Players were dropping passes. Hyatt, even when they only benched Daniel Jones because they didn't want him to even get hurt. He's confirmed the starter versus the Steelers next week on Monday night. Another primetime game, but he's the confirmed starter. Even when Drew Lock threw a pass to Hyatt dropped it. Then he got himself hurt. I hope he's all right and is able to play next week. But the drop passes have to stop. With all that being said, GM Joe, this is on you. You missed on a premium running back. SAQUAN was our only offense, and he was a good player. And you saw today why you should have gave him his money. This is the exact reason why you should have paid SAQUAN and not Daniel Jones. And if you could have paid them both, fine, pay them both. I'm not mad at SAQUAN for having the game that he had. How can you be mad at that? You wish he was still on the Giants. I wish he was still on the Giants, yes. You cannot be mad at SAQUAN for having the game that he had because, quite frankly, we deserved it. Giants fans didn't deserve it, but the Giants franchise or the GM, he deserved to see that. He deserved to see what he let go shine in his face. With that being said, I don't even think I have any more to say. I'm looking forward to next week playing the Steelers. Hopefully we can get a W out of that. And at this point, do the W's even matter? Or is it hurting us in the future in draft position? Is it hurting us to win more? I'm not saying I never want us to throw the season. If we could win, it's only 5 losses. If we could somehow put together a win streak, and that's a far-fetched thought, but this loss today is definitely on Joe. Our GM, you didn't want to pay the guy, and we're all sitting there like, dang, why didn't you pay the man? Why didn't you pay Saquan? I understand he stays hurt, but right now, he's not that hurt. 175 yards rushing. 175 yards rushing. And you let that go. And it was fitting that he has this type of game. And this type of game against the team that let him go. Against the GM that let him go. So, with this game going the way it went, you on the hot seat, Joe. And you've been on the hot seat. They want you gone. And you're not as bad as Gettleman. Not yet, I don't know. But that's probably the worst decision in Giants history that you made. And they made some bonehead decisions. But that decision right there is the reason why we're losing. We have a losing record now, because you let the only person that was worth anything on the Giants, you let him go, and he got so mad that he went to a division rival so he can see you at least twice a year. And it might get even crazier by the time when we got to go to Philly to play him. It might get even retarded. Like it might get out of hand in Philly. I don't want to talk about nothing. I'm disappointed. It wasn't a good game today. It is like it's starting to be at home. It's never gonna be a good game. I don't want to say that, but we gotta get a home win this season. The story of the day is not that DJ didn't do good. It's that SAQUAN came to MetLife and shined like he's supposed to. End of story. I love my New York Giants. This is Giants Corner. Week 7 is over. Holla. 1.